Hi, this is Billie Beene here with another World News Flash update. This is Flash number 3 for October 7, 2023, episode 66. In my previous videos I put out in the last week or so, I was highlighting 2 days. One was October 7 and one is to come October 11. So we see on October 7, we have World War III really kicking off. So some of my sources for this are God in the Bible, Patriot subscriber, Hal Turner, New York Prepper, Jerusalem Post, Reuters. Okay. And some of the things we'll cover: Russia and the U.S. are also at Defcon 2. And Israel prepares to invade Gaza. Lebanon and the Taliban from Afghanistan prepare to also invade Israel. So this is going on. I'm reminded of the fact that many remote viewers in the last year or so have seen numerous mushroom clouds. And we had Monkey Works on Friday talking about the nuke sniffers and other types of planes being up in the air over the U.S., especially North Texas and New York. So that's going on. Because, folks, let's be serious. This attack into Israel, I don't believe for one moment that Mossad, the intel organization of Israel, didn't know about it. I don't believe that the intel sides of the U.S. and Russia and other nations did not know about it. Yeah, I think it was in the planning. It's part of the deep state we know is above nation states, drawing everyone into a conflict. And let's not forget that it seems that we've heard this about this conflict to come from the Bible in the area of Israel. We're also reminded that many white hat supporters in the U.S. have heard that Israel will be the last. So let's get started on what's going on. Okay. Nevertheless, we need to be deeply in prayer for this. Civilians are being shot dead. Civilian adults, civilian children are being shot dead in the roads. And apparently Israel doesn't allow its citizens to be armed. What kind of ding is that? All right. Because, my Patriot subscribers are saying, we fully anticipate a similar attack from within the U.S., also put in place by a deep state government. But we, the people, we're armed to the teeth. So, yeah, that's going on. Okay. So we have, let me draw you a map first of all. So we've got Israel. Israel is a teeny tiny country. We've got 2 areas, the West Bank and then the Gaza Strip. And these 2 areas make up what we call Palestine. And then we have up here Lebanon. We have Syria. So that's going on. All right. In this area, we would have the Dead Sea. We've got bodies of water. We've got the Mediterranean Sea. Egypt over here. Right in this area would be the Suez Canal. We have the Red Sea. Okay. We have to have some perspective of what are these things talking about. We have Damascus. And we know in the Bible it talks about Damascus will be a ruinous heap. We have Beirut in this area. And now we have this. I need to draw the other nations around it that are going to be involved in this. We have Syria, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. Down here we would have Pakistan. Yeah. We've also got in this area Jordan, Egypt, Sudan. Okay. All right, so Hamas has, in the last couple of hours, captured in this area along the border with Israel another, it's an Israeli Air Force base that has F-35s. The name of the base is Hatzirum. So that's been captured. We have the chief of the Israeli Defense Force, and Israel has made a public statement from several individuals. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Minister of Defense in Israel, that Israel has made a declaration of war upon Gaza, Palestine, which includes Gaza and the West Bank. And now the chief of the IDF, the Northern Commander, says that Israel prepare for Hezbollah to join Palestine. Okay, so from here would be Hezbollah group. That's a proxy for Iran. So Israel has been invaded from this direction. They're preparing now to be invaded from this direction. Okay, once Israel ground troops have invaded Palestine, we're now at this time, October 7 in the afternoon, Israel is invading with ground troops and tanks into Gaza. And Lebanon is going to be coming in. And now we have this. Palestine is not able to hold cities in Israel nor fight the IDF. So their objective when they came across was to kill civilians, destroy communications, and deal to Israel an emotional blow. Explosions are being heard right now in Jerusalem, and the objective of these other nations coming in is to take Gaza, the West Bank, and Jerusalem. The Iron Dome appears to be failing to defend also Tel Aviv. But we understand additional units of the Iron Dome are now being sent to Tel Aviv. Jerusalem and Tel Aviv are currently being bombed with hundreds of rockets. So now, military analysts are giving out what they perceive to have been the military plan. It was to breach the border and kill civilians, take down communications, assassinate certain positions like the IDF soldiers at the checkpoints who are currently lay on the streets of this area in pools of blood. The second wave is to send in assault units, kill civilians, and take hostages. Palestine has obviously outside support that use cyber electronic warfare and it's designed to paralyze IDF leaders. So a more complete military analysis. Hamas, this plan by Palestine, including Hamas, has obviously been in planning for several years. They had pre-positioned ammo depots and assault teams, and they operated according to a game to play with Mossad, the intel arm of Israel. And the Palestine intel operation was to be a surprise. Palestine had outside support, including intel, and their plan that they used was similar to a plan that had been used before in Vietnam and several other locations by U.S. military planners. And now we have New York Prepper. So we have today, October 7, about 4 p.m. The U.S. military is at high alert, and he's talking about a nuke sniffer or a nuke control and command plane that had been flying over the Gulf of Mexico, turned off its transponder. Then it went back over some areas, Texas, New Mexico, Colorado. The U.S. nuke forces are on high alert. 2 hours ago, JB gave a public speech supporting Israel. There are now dozens of tanks crossing from Israel into Gaza. So Israel is invading Gaza using ground troops. Palestine, Benjamin Netanyahu made a public statement using TV, radio, and other sources to transmit a message to the civilians of Gaza to leave now before Israel comes in to attack. And what they are going to do is attack with a military U.S. term called extreme prejudice. You go in and you kill everyone. Okay, the Israeli air expects soon an attack also from Lebanon. The UN peace troops inside Lebanon had tried to leave Lebanon and actually to come into Israel, but they were blocked by Palestinians in this border area. Hezbollah prepares to, this is Hezbollah in Lebanon, proxy for Iran, preps to invade Israel. Currently inside Israel, there are thousands of Israeli civilians and Israeli military dead, and thousands are also injured. Jerusalem Post, and in one of my previous flashes, I talked about Afghanistan. This is the Taliban. And they have asked Iran, Iraq, and I believe Syria. So they've asked permission from Syria, Iran, and Iraq, and Jordan. So I guess they want to come through Iran, Iraq, Jordan, into Israel. And their objective is to take Jerusalem. Yeah. And now we have this. In the North Gaza Strip, bombs. Okay. So Israel has gone in with ground troops now. Israel is also using ships to bomb Gaza. So that's going on. They're currently bombing Gaza from ships. And this is interesting. The Hamas missiles appeared to be able to evade Israel's Iron Dome air defense, posing something for the military analysts to conclude that Hamas was using rockets supplied to them by Russia with a new type of technology. So we need to be in prayer for Israel. And for my part, I can easily see the U.S. getting involved in this. So we need to be in prayer for our nation also. I love you, and I'll see you soon.